and I'm so tired I can't feel my eyes. Whoa, whoa, I'm petty.
All right, so you said you were riding around on your bike, lighting dumpsters on fire, just like matchsticks would have done?
Yeah, man, he was a genius. He was cleansing the city because the city's disgusting.
Okay. And how exactly were you lighting the dumpsters on fire?
Was the only right way, the way that matchsticks did it, by throwing flares in the dumpsters.
Okay, so you would go to a dumpster, light a flare, and then throw it in the dumpster for it to catch on fire? Am I understanding that
Yeah,
correctly?
you just toss it in and right away. It's so easy. I don't know why everybody doesn't just get rid of the trash that way. It's so much easier than burying it.
Okay. And so you talk about doing this to cleanse the city. Is that correct?
Yeah, the city's dirty. It needs to be cleansed, just like Matchstick said.
Okay.
The city needs to be cleansed.
Okay.
But you guys killed his ass, so it's up to me now.
And so I want to touch on matchsticks for just a moment here. Is he someone that you knew personally?
No, I read
Mac
about
Forest,
it
your
on
8
the
copy.
forums.
19.
You read about him on the forums?
Yeah, I read about it
91
online.
same traffic.
Okay, on the online
Everything
forums.
Hazmat
he did was
19.
amazing.
I'm sorry,
He was
Hazmat 91.
brilliant.
Thank
He
you.
was a visionary.
1956.
Okay. So is this just something that you woke up one day and just wanted to be like matchsticks, or how did this? I guess how did you reading about him on the forums turn into all this?
Well, after he died, nobody else was doing it, so I decided that I had to do one, because somebody has to do it. So it might as well be me.
Okay. All right, so these flares that you were using to light the dumpsters on fire with, are these flares that you just had laying around at your house? Where did you get them from?
No, I bought them. It's an ammunition store.
Okay, you bought them at the ammunition store. Did you have a particular ammunition store that you went to?
It's the one on Spanish Avenue, I think is where I went.
You said Spanish?
Yeah, Spanish Avenue. I think it's like 7121 or something like that in Vinewood.
Okay. And how many of these flares did you purchase?
I bought 20 of them because I didn't know how many I was gonna get to do today.
Okay. And are flares the only thing that you bought from there?
I bought a knife too.
You bought a knife from the same store?
Self-defense.
Okay, for self-defense. Okay. So when did you decide that today was the day that you were gonna go around and try to cleanse the city by setting the dumpsters on fire with flares?
Well, pretty much yesterday.
Yesterday? Okay. Is that something that you just woke up yesterday morning and was like, hey, tomorrow I'm going to go do this? Or how did that play out?
Yeah, pretty much. Like mother was at work, and I decided that it's time for me to just do what nobody else was going to do. Because it's been so long, and nobody's taken up the mantle. So I decided that now is my time.
Okay. All right. So when you woke up this morning, did you have a specific game plan on how today's events were going to go, or was it just something that you just kind of went with the flow with and it happened how it happened?
Yeah, pretty much what you just said. I just kind of got on my bike and decided to ride around. Um, and whenever I found the dumpster and there was nobody around, I did it. I took care of it. I took out the trash.
Okay, so you didn't have a specific plan to do a specific amount of dumpsters. It was just kind of a go as you flow type situation.
Yeah, these things are fluid.
Okay. All right. Are you employed anywhere?
No, I live with mother.
You live with your mom?
Yeah, I do online trading.
Okay. All right. And what's your mother's name?
Lucinda.
Is her last name Tilson as well?
It is, yes.
All right. And was she aware of anything about the events that took place?
No, I would never worry her about me leaving the house.
Okay. Okay. So she wasn't aware of all that you went and bought the flares and that your plan was to wake up this morning and go light dumpsters on fire.
I don't think she knew I even left the basement.
Okay. All right. So is that something like you have a specific door that you use that they don't have access to that goes to the outside or something?
Well, I waited until she went to work.
Oh, I got you. Okay. What up, Hartman? All right. Did you tell anybody about what was going on today?
No, it's nobody's business.
Okay. All right. So you didn't have anybody that helped you out or anything like that, right?
No, I was gonna post about all my successes on the forums, but then I got shot.
I'm sorry, the radio was going in my ear. What'd you
Squad
say?
1 copy, Shun is
I
available.
was gonna post about my success on the forums, but I didn't really succeed.
FD241.
Okay. All right.
Communications unit attach me back to
All right.
everyone and show me back
So
to
after today's events, you're gonna go back and post it online about your successes. Is
Copy,
that what you're saying?
2003.
Yeah, otherwise I wouldn't get the recognition that I deserve.
Okay. All right. So I want to go touch back on matchsticks here for just a second. So is that what was he an idol or something that you looked up to?
Of course, he was doing exactly what should be done.
Okay.
The city is disgusting. There's trash everywhere.
Okay.
There's endless numbers of dumpsters with trash just overflowing all over the city. So, and you guys stopped him from doing it, from what he was doing. So I decided it's been long enough. He's been gone, and it's my turn.
Okay. All right. And just to recap here, you read about him online in forums, but you didn't know him personally or ever have met him or anything like that?
God, I wish I could have got to meet him. I would have showed him my basement.
Okay. All right. I think that's all the questions I have for you right now. Let me see here. Actually, I do have a couple more. So to touch back on the flares that you bought, are these just random flares, or do they have a significance to you? Did you do any kind of research on them or anything like that beforehand before buying them?
No, not really. I just read that Matchstick's like to use flares as his ignition source.
Okay.
So I just went and bought some flares.
Okay. All right. So you were pretty much just trying to copycat exactly what he was doing.
I mean, I wouldn't say copycat. I would say I was trying to take up his mantle.
Okay, you were just okay. So you were trying to take over what he was doing since he can no longer do it anymore.
Correct. I was trying to continue his great work of cleansing the city of trash.
Okay. Alrighty. Okay. All right, Mr. Tilson. That's all I've got for you right now. I'm gonna go talk to the staff real quick. Okay.
All right. Thank you.
Yep. Thank you.
Have a
sir.
wonderful day.
Yeah, you too.